Hey you, watching this video right now, hope you're having a fantastic day and doing well. Avatar Theory here, and with a breaking news article that just dropped about 10 minutes ago from the making of this video, James Cameron might not direct Avatar 4 and 5 himself. This is an Empire Online exclusive, and like I said, the article just dropped moments ago, and I've not yet read through this article myself, so I'm gonna essentially just go through it and then maybe pause here and there and give a couple of my comments as I go through. But the article starts, quote, James Cameron has always been a filmmaker with a vision, a director who sees and imagines possibilities that the rest of us can't. And after changing the game with Avatar, taking a high concept original idea and turning it into the highest grossing film of all time, his next vision was to create an epic new 4-film saga set in the same universe, telling a huge story on the glowing planet of Pandora. The first of those films, Avatar: The Way of Water, hit cinemas this December, and the as yet untitled third film is set to follow in 2024, having shot back to back. Down the line, Avatar 4 and 5 will go into production, also planned to film together. But while this whole endeavor was Cameron's idea, one thing that's less certain is whether he'll be the one to direct those final 2 films. End quote. Now, of course, in the previous article it was compared to Star Wars. Avatar was compared to Star Wars in the universe and also the Lord of the Rings and you know the way the world was built. You have to keep in mind that, you know, of course, George Lucas of course sold Star Wars to Disney, and of course wasn't involved in episode 7, 8 to 9, and we all know where Star Wars went with 7, 8 to 9, so good and bad part. So it is a little bit concerning that James Cameron might not direct 4 and 5, but of course I'm sure he'll still be very much involved with the production and all that. But let's continue with the article. Quote, speaking to Empire in the upcoming world exclusive Avatar: The Way of Water issue, the legendary filmmaker opened up about his plans for the later movies in the series, including the possibility that he may appoint someone else to bring the saga to its conclusion. The Avatar films themselves are kind of all-consuming, Cameron admits. I've got some other things I'm developing as well that are exciting. I think eventually over time, I don't know if that's after 3 or after 4, I'll want to pass the baton to a director that I trust to take over, so I can go and do some other stuff that I'm also interested in. Or maybe not, I don't know. Previously, Cameron handed across Alita: Battle Angel, a project he long planned to adapt for the screen, to director Robert Rodriguez, while remaining on board as executive producer and co-writer. Still, Avatar is Cameron's own world, and he sounds particularly enthused about where the story goes in the later movies. Everything I need to say about family, about sustainability, about climate, about the natural world, the themes that are important to me in real life and in my cinematic life, I can say on this canvas, he explains. I got more excited as I went along. Movie 4 is a corker. It's a mother bleeper. I actually hope I get to make it, but it depends on market forces. 3 is in the can, so it's coming out regardless. I really hope that we get to make 4 and a 5 because it's one big story, ultimately. The saga is only just beginning. Let James Cameron's next epic vision commence. End quote. So, of course, it's interesting. A lot of things is interesting from this article, from the fact that he says the saga is only just beginning. Makes me wonder if there is, like I theorized and speculated in some previous videos, if there's going to be some sort of spin-off series, maybe some sort of animated series in between films, because we know the third film is coming 2024 and the fourth film is planned for 2026 and the fifth and final film is planned for 2028. So are we going to get some sort of animated series on Disney Plus akin to, say, Star Wars The Bad Batch or Star Wars Rebels, which fill in some sort of backstory with some new characters, maybe some tribes that joined later movies, you know, we get some sort of backstories, or maybe even some prequel animated shorts in between. I do really hope they expand the universe in that way, because not only will it be quicker and easier to shoot animated shorts in terms of, you know, instead of live action doing all the motion capture, that takes a lot of time and of course is very, very expensive. I'm not saying animation is easy or cheap, but it is easier and cheaper to do than doing these live action, these big blockbuster live action, you know, if they make a live action series of Avatar, making all the Na'vi, you know, in motion capture, that's going to cost a lot of money. I mean, they can do a live action series based on the RDA maybe, and then you essentially just have humans in the show, and maybe 1 or 2 episodes have a few scenes where you have some Na'vi or some Avatar in the scenes. But I do see that a possibility, but I do hope we could get some animated shorts, because you can just do so much more with animation, and with all of the comics set in between, before and after the original Avatar movie, and also, you know, before Avatar The Way of Water, there is a lot of story to tell. And even if they make a 2D style animated short or animated series, that can still work. I do see them making something like this, making it a possibility and making it work, expanding on this world that James Cameron created. But the fact that he says, you know, movie 2 and movie 3 is coming out regardless, that, you know, makes me excited for the future of Avatar, because even if, from how I understand how he states it, even if Avatar 2 does not break box office records like first one did, we're still gonna see the third movie. But of course, if the second and third movie is a box office record breaker, then likely of course there's gonna be we're gonna see the fourth and fifth movie, because not only makes money, the studios likes making money, but, you know, people want to see the world of Avatar. And, you know, with the like I said, with the potential of expanding this world, there is so much more story to tell. Now, of course, James Cameron cannot, you know, he cannot handle everything, because it's just too much to handle. And like he says in the article, there's other stuff he wants to get to eventually. So he wants to start rolling out this train and then eventually just hand it off to other people. Like I said in the beginning of this video, much like George Lucas did, he created episode, you know, 1 to 6, and then of course it was a bit different because he sold Star Wars to Disney. But of course there was a lot of, you know, expanded universe books, expanded cartoons and stuff like that expanded the world of Star Wars. So I do hope we get to see that with Avatar. But it's definitely interesting to hear that James Cameron might not direct 4 and 5. Like I said, he will probably be on board as some sort of executive producer or co-writer of Avatar 4 and 5. We also saw that with Steven Spielberg, and the Jurassic films. He directed the first one, and then of course as the movies went along, he was more of an executive producer, co-writer, and we had other directors on board. And then of course with Jurassic World, we had Colin Trevorrow, who completely took over those projects. So it is possible for other directors to take over. It's just in terms of how they're going to adapt the movie and how it's going to be different, because of course if you have Avatar 4 and 5 not directed by James Cameron, it's going to feel slightly different. And the fact that James Cameron says that movie 4 is a corker, it's a mother bleeper, I don't really know what he means by that. Maybe he means in terms of the idea he has. Maybe eventually we're gonna see Avatar the Na'vi in space, and he just has that idea of, you know, doing this film in space, and he has no idea how it's gonna shoot it, how it's gonna do motion capture, because we've seen motion capture in the first Avatar movie, we're gonna see motion capture underwater. So the next logical thing would be motion capture in space. I'm not really sure how they're gonna do that, but it's going to be interesting to see. Hopefully we're going to see the fourth and fifth movie, because I would love to see the complete vision of James Cameron in the Avatar movies. But what are your thoughts about this news, about this breaking news that happened a couple of minutes ago, that James Cameron might not direct the fourth and fifth movie? Are you concerned about it? Do you think that it's a good idea that James Cameron wants to pass the baton to other directors? Who would you like to see direct the fourth and fifth Avatar movie? Let me know in the comments below. And for more Avatar news overall, have a look at the rest of my channel. Until next time, have a fantastic day and stay safe.